Hello, my name is Peter Sines and I've written a new novel titled Coven of Wolves. It is an expansion of a previous short story I released through Doorkey Publishing. Here's a brief synopsis of what my book is about. Devin Marshall is alone and on the run from a coven of dark witches. New to the world of magic, Devin tries his best to outrun and outlast the coven he once swore loyalty to in order to save his soul. In a last-ditch attempt at freedom, he discovers help where he least expects it, but also manages to upset a pack of deadly werewolves along the way. Two supernatural cultures clash as Devin discovers hidden secrets about his past in an all-or-nothing attempt at survival. Coven of Wolves takes readers around the globe and back in time as a new universe of hidden societies, powerful witches, and sinister creatures dominate the landscape in their fight for control of an unsuspecting world. I'd like to read you a brief excerpt from my novel, which I hope you'll enjoy. Again, this is Coven of Wolves. I awaken to the sensation of being shaken. The sun has come out and fills the train car's open doorway. Beside me is Tobias. One hand is lightly shaking my shoulder and the other is wiping my hair away from my face. His hazel eyes catch the light and become a brilliant golden brown. He has a strong jawline and Roman nose, but his overall demeanor carries a softness to it that matches his gentle persona. He really is quite beautiful. The train is stopping, Devin. We need to get off before an attendant comes to check the cars. With that, I quickly gather up my blanket and pack it away into my bag. Tobias and Fenris are standing by the car door waiting for me to join them. Tobias quickly sticks his head out and looks around for a moment before turning back to me. It's clear, let's go. We jump out of the car and make a dash for the wooded area ahead. Just as we reach the tree line, I hear a slight noise and Tobias falls to the ground beside me face first. In his back is a long needle with a thin red feather protruding out the other end. I look around for the attacker but don't see anyone. Fenris, find cover now! Fenris quickly moves behind a tree as I grab Tobias under his arms and drag him behind a nearby bush. What the hell just happened? I listen closely with my newfound hearing and make out a series of running footsteps dodging here and there around me. Shit, what is going on? The birds in the area grow quiet, aware of the danger. I look down and see the needle is still in Tobias's back. I reach over and pull the needle out and toss it aside. The stinging sensation tells me that the needle is made of silver and probably dipped in some sort of poison. I wipe off any remaining poison off my hands onto my shirt and turn Tobias over to face me. He's unconscious but still breathing. Come on, Tobias, wake up. No response. Where are you? Come out and face me, you bastard. Fenris quickly comes over and sniffs Tobias's wound. In my head I hear, the poison will kill him if we don't get him treated soon. More rustling. He's close. Fenris growls and crouches low, ready to spring at any moment. I slow down my breathing and find my spiritual center. I can feel the magic flowing around me. I hold it there, waiting for the attacker to pounce. A minute goes by with no noise whatsoever. Suddenly I hear fierce hissing and growls coming from behind me. I look over and am surprised to see Miss Whiskers on the back of a man, savagely scratching and biting for all she's worth. The man is dressed in black combat boots, black jeans, and a black leather buckled sleeveless top with a high collar. Affixed to his back on either side of Miss Whiskers are two sword handles. His jet black hair and dark eyes tossle back and forth as he tries to get Miss Whiskers off of him. He eventually managed to get a hold of Miss Whiskers with one hand, but his black leather armband manages to protect him from most of her claw swipes. He throws her several feet in front of himself. She lands on her side and tries her best to turn around to face him again. She's obviously hurt as one of her paws causes her to fall back onto the ground. I look back at the attacker and see his eyes turn a bright yellow. Flashes of the shadow-covered yellow-eyed werewolf from the previous night tell me that they are one and the same. A low growl escapes him, declaring his wounded pride needs to finish off the job started by Miss Whiskers before turning his attention back to me. No! I summon the magic around me to shoot forward and inflict as much pain as possible to the man in black. It hits him squarely in the chest and he is knocked backwards. Rage consumes his face as he takes a moment to fight through the pain. He then removes both swords from either sheath, gripping the handles tightly. They shine brightly in the daylight, clean and almost white from polished care. I can sense they are silver. I pull my arm forward and grip the air in front of me. The attacker's arm squeezes inward as if he is caught in a vice. I raise my hand slightly, to which the attacker also rises, now a couple feet above the ground. "Who are you?" I yell with conviction. Silence. The attacker begins squirming in place, and in a few seconds he breaks free from my invisible hold, falling to the ground. His rage intensifies as his features begin to change. His ears become pointed, and a black mutton-chop beard appears on his face. The realization that my magics will only hold a limited effect on him sets in. I look at Fenris and an agreement forms between us. I begin charging at the werewolf, and as I do, Fenris leaps into me. Our two souls meld together, and as before, I can feel myself transforming. My limbs grow longer. My hands begin shifting into claws. Black and white fur begins to form. In a matter of moments, the transformation is complete, and I'm surging once again with strength and power. Coven of Wolves is available for ebook purchasing through the book's publishing company, digitalfabulous.com. It's also available for print purchase through amazon.com. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy reading my book, Coven of Wolves.